Hi, my name is Jodi Canzoneri, and I have a 15-year-old son named Chris, who has been seeing Chris Thomas for just over 3 months. My son, Chris, has been playing baseball since he was 4, and he has always been in the top of the lineup, if not the first, second, third, then the fourth batter. That's just been his thing since he was little. Hitting has always been one of his strengths in baseball. And then he joined the high school team, and come first season of high school, he had some mental blocks at the plate, and it got so bad that he wasn't even the ninth batter anymore. He was completely taken out of the lineup, and he had never experienced this before in his life. And he was really questioning his ability, and his confidence fell, and we were very concerned. And a friend of mine referred us to Chris Thomas. And the first time my son met Chris, it was in a deli in Westlake Village. And Chris spent 2.5 hours with my son, and it was just a meeting over an omelet and coffee. And we got into the car, and I said to my son, "How was it?" And the first 2 words out of his mouth were life-changing. And that was just the first 2.5 hours with Chris. We have since met Chris on the baseball field. We try to shoot for every weekend, but our lives are so busy, it's not necessarily always possible, especially since we live in Long Beach, and the drive alone is an hour and a half just to see Chris, but it's well worth it. So we strive to see Chris every weekend. We're not always successful at that, but I will tell you, since we have been seeing Chris, my son's confidence at the plate has increased significantly. He's back in the lineup, he's moving up in the lineup, and he's even responsible for scoring many runs in the games now, just because he has completely changed his attitude at the plate. And when I asked my son to describe how would you explain your current mental approach at the plate, he said, "It's really different, Mom. I shift it to, it's nothing, it's all success. It's all about possibilities and success, and pressure is not even in my vocabulary anymore." Now, he works on it, but Chris helps him work on it. And in addition to the mental approach, Chris is doing wonders with my son's swing. Chris is giving my son lifelong lessons in how to approach obstacles in his life, both on and off the field. And I will tell you that if we go a week or 2 without seeing Chris, my son will voluntarily say, "When are we seeing Chris again?" My son has had many coaches and mentors, and he describes Chris as the best mentor he's ever had. These are my son's words. He's amazing. He's life-changing. He's the best. And we will continue to see Chris for as long as my son needs to. And then I absolutely envision us seeing Chris just to keep up with what my son has learned. Chris has made a significant impact in my son's on and off the field performance in life, and I'm just so thankful that we found him.